Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is the Queen of Wands. Today we'll be doing a reading for Scorpio, and Happy New Year, by the way. I hope you guys had a great evening. Yeah, I wish you happiness and joy and prosperity and just peace, peace for sure. I hope you can hear me well. I'm gonna double check something. Yeah, you can hear me well? Yeah. So yeah, so let's start the Hierophant. This is like a teacher, like a mentor. Represent Taurus, represents lessons, certain maturity, and conditional and unconditional love, and what that actually means for you. It was upside down, this was turned here, so I'm gonna put it here. Maybe it meant something for you, Scorpio. What have you gained from this past year, and what are you bringing forward into the new year, right? What lessons and what wisdom have you gained out of this, right? Okay, this is going to be for Scorpio. I love reading, and for the month of January 2020. I'm just going to keep this here. Seems like this was the theme. And let's put this him and you and their feelings towards you and your feelings toward them, and the issues and how to solve the problem, and how to and what's the outcome. And the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, we'll talk about that after. Okay, so we got his feelings towards you right now is the Page of Swords in reversed. So his feelings towards you. It's that there's sorry guys, just give me 1 sec, cause it's gone bad. It's gone pretty bad. The communication has gone wrong, and it's in reverse. It's cutting down to the chase, cutting down communications. I don't know, or something is being abruptly cut down. Sorry guys, I just thought today I'm very emotional and I don't understand. Your feelings towards him, with Four of Wands, they're very yeah, you have strong feelings for him, and this is like a strong friendship, or the conditional love, unconditional love. This is also the sense of a community, like being like strong together, like there's different people here for the same goal, and seems like you're standing here, it's you and everybody's watching you, and you're on the same boat, kind of. It's like the ships have arrived finally, and this is like that boat from the Eight of Wands. You know, when the message comes with the Eight of Wands, it's like the message here, but the message is not exactly how you wanted it to be, and it just but how the message comes, it will define you, how you perceive it and receive it, and how you respond to that, I guess, because this is a very positive card. So the message that comes, how you're gonna handle it, right? And the Hierophant here is saying that you gotta handle it with self-respect, dignity, and respecting the others, right? The community, the friendship, the people, and other people's choices and actions, right? 4 represents boundaries. So this cut that was imposed on you, and the cut on communication, the distance is giving you boundaries that you are forced to respect. Okay. My new year wasn't supposed to start like this, but it's my fault. I had something with this guy, and and I think he's just moved on. He's found somebody new, and I have my fault in it. I have my fault in it. I wasn't given enough happy memories. No, there were not enough happy memories, and I know that. So he didn't see the point of hanging around me. So he found this girl. She's a sweet girl, and the boundaries are there to tell you, you know, keep your distance and respect the circumstances, and respect their choices, you know, who they want to be with, right? The Queen of Cups, how to solve this problem. He certainly thinks about you. He has you in his heart. She's the Queen of Love. She's the Queen of Compassion. The problem is, because she's in reverse, he thinks to solve the problem by maybe cutting out on I was going to say manipulations, but because her intuition is high, she can get very protective. It's like she predicts the next move, so puts her very defensive mode. So he finds a solution by breaking her barriers, by showing their true colors, showing her vulnerability. You know, she can show compassion, but she is well collected here, right? She can use that as a power, but by showing the worst side of her, that shows that she is breakable too, and she's vulnerable too, and she's not always has all the answers, and she doesn't know all the truths. She has high intuition. She's known for that, and she's the high priestess. Actually, she is. Look at her face. She's the one on the Eight of Cups. He is trying to let you know that you don't know everything, and you're not always right. Okay, and trying to break your walls, break down your walls. Yeah. But there's a lot of reverse cards here on this side. So I think he's really moving away from this. Maybe the communication you two had was too much on the spiritual, and maybe it was a very delusional or very dreamy. So when it gets too dreamy, you lose sense of reality, and you don't know what's real. And it's hard to tell if it's all a big game or what are the true feelings of somebody. That's another thing when everything is down the hill and is like everything is like manipulations, right? So we have another page here. She is trying how to solve her problem for her is to be more lighthearted. This is a very creative card, and just to be a free spirit. This is a messenger as well. So there is the sun coming up, like rising. That means the future is what you make of it, and make it bright, right? And the message that you deliver are very important. How you deliver this message is going to be a bitter message. It's going to be happy. It's going to be calm. It's going to be peaceful. It's going to be hopeful, right? Hopeful for you, right? Hopeful for you. Because, like I said, there's a lot of, on his side, reverse cards. That means he's causing you pain. He's causing you pain. And that the Hierophant is a master, so it can be a projection of a higher good, something like that. The Hierophant represent trust. Oh my gosh, I just hit me now. It represents values, morals, self-worth, self-respect. You will be put in a place when your values and sense of worth will be questioned, and the trust. And the Hierophant represents communication too. Represents the fifth chakra of communication. So reminds me that the movie, the Circle of Trust. What was that movie? It was the comedy. That because there's a lot of communication here that is not happening, but it also happening. Whatever is happening, and the Hierophant is saying that you gotta have trust. You gotta build a circle of trust. That's the wisdom that you gain out of this. Trust in yourself, trust in others. But also is the circle of communication. So it reminds me that movie, the movie that was saying with Robert De Niro, and I think the father was saying that we gotta let no outsiders in. You know, it's our circle, a circle of trust, and this daughter is saying, "Daddy, how can there be a circle of trust when there's no one in it?" Right? And the circle of trust is built by building foundations and communications, and also certain consistency in participation and communication. And it comes down to this: being creative and participating in a community, interacting with friends and people. But when there is too much a 5D connection and there's no real communication, it's hard. So there's always confusion and misunderstanding. So nobody gets into the circle of trust because there's always outside the circles, because there's always this mind games, right? This role playing around it, right? Yeah, message, it goes in a circle, like in reverse. But it goes down, but it goes up. So And that's something, and me and this guy we had, that was not enough trust, mainly by me, but he had issues too. And I just I just never thought that he would move on so quick like that. I oh my God, he has all this in reverse. The Empress in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse. Not good. She usually is very loving and caring and compassionate and nurturing mother. She's a mother, the Empress. And in reverse, it's that she can be very controlling. Yeah. This abundance, you know, she's demanding and controlling. Yeah. This is how he sees you. And he cannot deal with that. So he, right now, he has you in that place when you are not you are not free to be yourself. And he doesn't feel like he got the space and the freedom to be himself. And that all comes back to that communication, because there is the distance and the confusion and misunderstandings, because there's no direct communication, right? How you see this connection is like the end of it. Then the communication is cut down, and there's the end of this cycle. This is Scorpio, actually. Death, ruled by Pluto, rules Scorpio. So it's the end of it. This is how you see the end of a friendship, the end of everything. And this is saying that this is death. Death represents ego. So it can say that you know, your ego is dying. Maybe your colors are come showing. I don't know. And you're done with the game. You know, maybe this connection is dying, but there's a new dawn here. Like the sun is rising on all this, and on your side there's a lot of red and hope. So I don't know, this card's like, I don't know, on his side everything is done, but I feel like when he thinks about you, it's like he's here but he thinks about you, and this is you. Well, this is what he sees. Maybe he sees like this is where you are right now in this place, but actually he sees all this in the future, and it's you that you're here, but you feel like, and you know that's where you are. You did this. You're down. You're always down and miserable, and there's no, oh my God, and King of Swords in reverse. My God, I'm so sorry. I can just hold my tears today. King of Sword in reverse. He can be calculating, even if it's upward, upright. Maybe in reverse, he really cut down communications with you, and is there is a big detachment, that's for sure. There is big detachment, and maybe he's with a Hierophant. There is something going on. There is a strategy. He's a great strategist. So I don't know what he's doing. It's in reverse. It can get really nasty. I don't know what he's doing to you, but when it's the outcome like this. But I see also here the Knight of Wands in reverse. Usually the Knight of Wands is a guy that is fly by night, very impulsive and goes straight, very passionate, and he will go to extreme to get what he wants. In reverse, it shows that maybe he's done with the games too. He's done with the games. He doesn't want to play games. He just wants truth and honesty and light-hearted interactions with people. And he feels like the connection is not there at this point. So he is moving on. He's moving on with... it can be two women here, but they're both in reverse. Maybe just you, feelings that you have. It can be a mother and a daughter, or it can be one is more mature woman and a mother, and the other one is more like younger woman, or a mother and a daughter, or a woman that has a daughter. Doesn't matter. Oh my gosh. I don't want to put you down, guys. Happy New Year. It's gonna be a great year. I promise. I think this is Scorpio has that element of transformation. So it's all good. It's all good. You know, when things like this happen, it's just you are forced to just stay with yourself. And I have some big project coming up for myself because I want to do something else. At this point, I can't even sing anymore because I don't want to go back there and disrupt their harmony. You know, that he's singing with his girl, now he's got this new girl. I don't want to ruin that and like be nosy, and, you know, they're starting something and I don't want to be in the middle of it. So we have the Destiny, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Wands. Oh, wow. Again, another cycle here. And the 9 is completion, and even the 10. This is like something coming to realization with the Jupiter and the Death card. Ending of a cycle, but it's in a very transformative way on a spiritual level. It will make you have some wake-up calls and maybe learning some lessons too. And the Wheel of Fortune, it's destiny, it's fate. Maybe it was destined for you to go through this and to meet somebody and to give you some lessons and move on. I don't know. And the Death is saying that it's not the end though. This is just the beginning, because with the Wheel of Fortune, it ends and it begins. It's like it ends with you and it begins with you. You're my ending and my beginning. Is there a song? Yeah, I guess this cycle, you see how they go down, but then they come all up. So with the ending of the cycles, everything comes back to this, to the friendship and the sense of community, unity, and trust in this, in the community, and love, love that is greater than you, you know, working as a team, you know. This is not bad, actually. The Nine of Swords is again spiritual strength. This is trust and strength, inner trust and strength. He feels very exhausted physically, it shows in the face, but it will give you spiritual inner strength. Yes, that's what the Wheel of Fortune is saying. This is destiny. This is part of the big transformation that's gonna happen now with the new year. Oh my God, number 1, which is January 1st. And 9 plus 1 is again 10, which is number 1, January 1st. 1, 1. It's a powerful number. Can't remember the death card number. If it's 13 or 14, which comes to the 5. Like the Hierophant is 5. So these are some cycles ending. They are very painful cycles. But and I was going to tell you about my project. I was listening to this girl about the other day on YouTube about breakups and how to manage them and handle them when you're going through breakup. And so I do some self-healing that way now that I'm going through my breakup. And she was saying exactly what I wanted to hear. I've been thinking about this for the last 2-3 weeks, actually. And she said something miraculous. She said she is taking some piano lessons. And my God, I'm like, God wanted me to hear that. Because I have a piano, like I have an old piano here that I stopped using it for a while. But I always wanted to learn how to play the blues in piano. And I love to sing. So and blues is kind of easier way to start learning some basic songs. And there's just certain patterns. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to sign up for a class on Saturdays only, once a week for now. And I'm going to focus on that. That's my plan. That's my plan for the new year. And yeah. And I'm also going to start watching what I eat. I've gained some weight all year round. So that gives you some sort of toxicity in your body and the way you function and think. So yeah, that's my New Year's resolution. I think yeah, I'm gonna do that for me first. And I'm not into starting new connections and I'm not there at all. I'm just gonna stay with myself and maybe find other ways of interacting with people. Now I can't go back there because I don't want to hang around there. It just makes no sense. They need their space now. So yeah, I'm so sorry guys, I got a bit emotional. I don't know, it's the new year, new cycle, I guess, new people, new chapters, new love. So, and I'm, it's hard to let go, and it's hard to to accept being dumped. you know Especially if you feel like you had a major part of it. So it's hard to recognize your failures and your mistakes, right? With the death of the ego, it comes back to you. It comes back and hunts you back in some sort of ways. And but you gain that as a strength, is saying. That's your strength. In another traditional card, this is shown as the book of love. I called it the book of life, but this is the book of love, the nine of wands. No, it's not the 9 of wands. 9 represents the hermit too. The hermit has that. So all these cycles, it makes you grow as a person and be a better person. So I don't hold grudges to this person because it was meant to be for me to learn and grow. This is how I see it. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. And I'm so sorry for getting a bit emotional. But overall, this is a very powerful reading. And I think that the outcome is just incredible. And the unconditional love is when you love somebody, even when you're not with them and they walk away, and you just let them go and let them walk away, and you find strength in yourself. And it's a beautiful thing when you love someone and you wish them well, you wish them happiness. Yes, you wish them well. I think that's a very noble and honorable thing. That's unconditional love. Yeah. Okay, guys, bye.